Greetings, 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 royal family. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing today? It is Thursday. It is November, the 5th day of November. The year is still 2020, and we still don't know who the next president is going to be. Not technically, anyway. So hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Thursday. Don't forget, I'm reminding myself also that the Braxton Family Values season premiere airs tonight. Are you guys going to be watching? Are you over the Braxtons? Are the Braxtons full of it? Do you care? Well, I'll be watching, so be sure to check back the channel for my review. Well, that's that on that. Okay, now as far as today's Hot Topics lineup, that was supposed to be a Morning Boogie video, but it's all good. I'm here nonetheless. So I'm going to give somewhat of an update on the selection 2020. You guys know it as the election 2020. Who else we got on the list? New Jersey, my home state. They finally legalized recreational use of Mary Jane, along with a couple of other states. Shout out to New Jersey all day, every day. LAMAR Odom, his fiance breaks up with him. So I will get into that. And MONIECE Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop LA, right? Little Fizzle Pop's ex, she's the mother of their son. She has been getting scrutinized because people think that she is bleaching her skin. Have you seen this? Did you hear about this? We'll get into that. There's a couple of other topics sprinkled in between, but before I start, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. It definitely goes a long way. I greatly appreciate it in advance. Also, drop your comments. You know, if you're watching the replay, same rules apply. All right, so without further ado, first up on today's lineup, this is according to Newsweek. So Bernie Sanders, he made an election prediction on Jimmy Fallon's show back in October, and it's going viral. He called it word for word. That's what they're saying. So Bernie Sanders, his election prediction has gone viral after a clip resurfaced in which the Vermont senator speculates about mail-in ballots and how Cheeto 45 would react to the results. So Sanders, he made his comments, some of which are eerily accurate, in an interview with Jimmy Fallon on October 23rd, predicting that Cheeto would declare victory before all the votes had been counted. So someone shared this on their Twitter, and a lot of people were retweeting it and all this other stuff. And the clip has been watched more than 9 million times, 150,000 retweets. The writer and activist Sean King later shared the clip, tweeting, "Bernie Sanders is a prophet." So what did Uncle Bernie say? Like to hear it? Here you go.
And it's been said that we won't know the results until days later. When do you think we'll know the results?
All right. Jimmy, you raise an important point, and I hope the American people understand it, because this is something I worry about. My view is every vote must be counted.
Right.
For reasons which I don't have the time to get into tonight.
It's okay, Bernie.
You're going to have a situation, I suspect, in states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, other states, where they are going to be receiving huge amounts of mail-in ballots.
Right.
And unlike states like Florida or Vermont, they're not being able, for bad reasons, to begin processing those ballots until, I don't know, election day, or maybe when the polls close. That means you're going to have states dealing with perhaps millions of mail-in ballots. Here is my worry. What polls show and what studies have shown is that for whatever reason, Democrats are more likely to use mail-in ballots. Republicans are more likely to walk into polling booths on election day. It is likely that the first votes that will be counted will be those people who came in on election day, which will be Republican.
Right.
And here is the fear, and I hope everybody hears that. It could well be, and I don't know what's going to happen, nobody does, but it could well be that at 10 o'clock on election night, Trump is winning in Michigan, he's winning in Pennsylvania, he's winning in Wisconsin, and he gets on the television, he says, "Thank you, Americans, for re-electing me. It's all over. Have a good day." But then the next day and the day following, all of those mail-in ballots start getting counted And it turns out that Biden has won those states. At which point Trump says, see, I told you the whole thing was fraudulent. I told you those mail-in ballots were crooked. And we're not going to leave office. So that is a worry that I and a lot of people have. So,
well, I'll be darned. Uncle Bernie predicted what actually took place between Tuesday and today, Thursday, November 5th, 2020. Now, either Uncle Bernie is a prophet or the election is really just a selection. You guys be the judge. No shade to Uncle Bernie. It is what it is. So right now, as of right now, we still don't know who has been declared the next president of these United Ghetto States of America. Right now, Biden has 264 electoral votes, and Cheeto 45 has 214 electoral votes. 270 electoral votes are required to win the presidency. So Biden is what, six votes, electoral votes away. So we still don't know what's what. I'm not stressing myself about it. Hopefully you guys are not. Stressing yourself out and going back and forth between different news outlets is not going to get them to count these ballots any faster. Rihanna actually recently posted onto her Instagram and I think her Twitter, take your time. Take as much time as needed so that you can get the accurate count. And I agree. If it goes into the weekend, so be it. There were a lot of mail-in ballots, of course, due to the pandemic. So a lot of people chose to vote by mail. So those have to be counted. The current president, Cheeto 45, actually he went to court and he's trying to take certain states, trying to get certain states to stop counting ballots. Why every vote is supposed to count, right? Whatever. Let's not depress the royal palace and the royal family with any more of these politic tactics. Moving along. This is Kandi Burris Tucker. You guys know Kandi from Real Housewives of Atlanta, former member of the 90s group Escape, and also entrepreneur. She's also the daughter of Mama Joyce. And I say that for a reason. So Kandi Burris Tucker, she recently, this is on the Instagram page of the Jasmine brand. This is where I saw this. So that's where I'm viewing this from right now. Kandi decided to take a trip to Chick-fil-A. And she was not pleased with her interaction with one of the Chick-fil-A employees. Now, I need y'all to help me understand what's going on here because I'm thoroughly confused. So let's play this little clip. Let's play this little clip that Kandi posted for whatever reason onto her social media. And again, it was captured by the Jasmine brand and reposted. So like to hear it, here you go.
Filet line. And this bitch just hit me at the end with...
Wait, did she call her a B word? So why she gotta be a B word? Anyway, let me keep playing this.
Of course. I thought they were supposed to say, my pleasure.
Huh?
Bitch.
What?
Don't let the election fuck you up.
Oh my God.
It's supposed to be my pleasure.
Rebuke
Don't
it.
have me up here calling the owners of damn Chick-fil-A over here, ma'am.
Huh?
Just because you got a black lady riding through the thing, this race shit, don't let this fool you now.
Excuse me?
It's supposed to be my pleasure. You done messed up my experience in the Chick-fil-A.
Excuse me? What?
Talking about some damn of course.
What's she talking about?
My pleasure, bitch.
Oh.
My pleasure.
Oh my. She's angry.
I just came out of the Chick-fil-A line, and this bitch just hit me at the end with, of course. I thought they were supposed to say, my pleasure.
What?
Bitch, don't let the election fuck you up. It's supposed to be my pleasure.
All right, Mama Joyce's daughter. I wanted to replay it from the beginning. What is she talking about? What in the Polynesian sauce is going on here? She said at the end, she hit me with the of course. So does that mean that you completed your order, Mrs. Burris Tucker, a.k.a. Mama Joyce's daughter? Did you complete the order? And you said thank you, and she said, of course. I wish she would have given us a little bit more to go off of. But what is she talking about? When did of course become offensive? What? She probably, you know how, have you guys gone to the lines at Chick-fil-A? If you're going through the drive-thru, those lines are wrapped, they move fast though. They do move fast. And I like the way they have their little, things set up when people be coming outside, anyway, I digress. My mouth is watering. But Candy, if you don't eat your waffle fries and hush, what does the election have to do with this? What? Is she doing this because she wants to get attention to her social media? And is she trying to hype things up because of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which was supposed to be coming out this month, but I think it's being pushed back to December? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Did you guys see this foolishness? What are you talking about, Candy? Like, did the lady say something? Was she nasty to you? Was she rude? I mean, yeah, please be nice to your food service workers. It's not easy for them. It really isn't. I know some people don't care. And I know some people will say, well, if you ain't going to be friendly, don't be in the drive-thru, don't get into customer service. But they have bad days too. Okay. And Candy talking about calling the head of Chick-fil-A to get the girl fired because she was supposed to say my pleasure. And she said, of course. She probably was taking 4 or 5 orders at the time. Was she rude to you though, Candy? She didn't say that she was rude to her in this video. Is Candy okay? Now, this is what I hope doesn't happen. I hope that the employee of Chick-fil-A remains anonymous, okay? Remains hidden and unseen. Don't get on social media and say Candy was at my drive-thru. She's talking about me. Don't do that, because if you are supposed to say my pleasure and you said, of course, you might get yourself in trouble. And you might be giving Candy leverage for you to be reprimanded. So stay hidden. This is weird. Candy, why are you acting so nasty? I don't know. Anyway, moving along. You guys let me know what you think. Gosh, moving along. This is according to Complex. Now, a man was mauled by a leopard after paying $150 for, quote unquote, a full contact experience with the big cat. Now, what in the Carol Baskin is going on? When I saw this headline, I said, I guarantee this guy is from Florida. A Florida man was rushed to the hospital in late August after he got mauled by a black leopard. This is what the New York Post reported. The man is said to have paid to have a full contact experience with the big cat at the owner's private sanctuary. So he paid $150 to the owner of this black leopard to have playtime with a leopard? Lord have mercy. After the attack, 50-year-old Dwight Turner had to undergo several surgeries on August 31st after paying $150 to play with a black leopard at the home of Michael Poggi, or however you say his name. As soon as Mr. Turner entered the enclosure, the leopard attacked him, tore out one of his eyes, ripped apart his scalp. First of all, what did you expect? The injuries were apparently so severe that his skin was hanging from his head and his right ear was torn in half. Following the surgeries, Turner, he had to get his face wrapped in several bandages around his head to try to salvage what he could from the attack. $150? You couldn't buy yourself a little shred of common sense with that? Now, despite the owner having a license to own the big cat, official police reports say that he was charged with allowing full contact with an extremely dangerous animal. I didn't even know that's a charge. Like, what? They just make stuff up as they go along in Florida. I guarantee it. The owner reportedly admitted to his wrongdoings as well, according to the police report. You paid somebody $150 to play with their cat. Their black leopard. Carol Baskin is going to be saying something about this soon, I'm sure. My man, you could have paid $150 and you could have had some playtime with a cat, all right, and you wouldn't have lost half your scalp and had your ear chewed off, unless you're into that kind of stuff. And again, this was in Florida, as I suspected. Lord, help us all. Help us all. All right, let's move on to my home state, my fave, New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey all day, every day. Yes, I am a Jersey girl. So New Jersey, Arizona, Montana, and South Dakota, they voted to legalize recreational cannabis. It's about time. Now, the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, he tweeted, "We did it, New Jersey." He's like, public question number 1 to legalize adult use Mary Jane passed overwhelmingly tonight. A huge step forward for racial and social justice and our economy. The amendment to the state constitution was expected to pass, with polls showing nearly 60% of New Jersey voters in support, and this is according to NJ.com. Now it's up to the state legislature and Cannabis Regulatory Commission to implement tax rules for cannabis sales and other details. In Arizona, the new measure also allows people with past cannabis convictions to petition to the courts for expungements through restorative justice provisions. That's a good thing. They do have to petition the court, though. But I wish that these expungements would just be automatic. But I guess you got to put in some legwork. So anybody who has any past, got locked up for having any amount of, Mary Jane on them, so they can petition the court to get this expunged from their record, meaning stricken from their record as if it never existed. Now, I wonder if any fines that they had to pay because of these convictions for Mary Jane in Arizona, if that will cease as well. Anyway, until now, Arizona has imposed some of the strictest prohibition laws in the country. In some instances, the possession of even small amounts of Mary Jane was classified as a felony, not even a misdemeanor, a felony. So that comes with a hefty jail bid. Now, this is what the national organization, some marijuana reform law dude said. By rejecting this failed policy, no Arizonan going forward will be saddled with a criminal conviction for engaging in the personal possession or cultivation of cannabis, or face the lifelong stigma that comes with it. So if you want to grow this in your backyard in Arizona, no legal ramifications. Good. South Dakota and Montana also passed both recreational and medical cannabis initiatives. The District of Columbia and 11 other states had already legalized recreational cannabis, with New Jersey joining their ranks. There's pressure on nearby states like Pennsylvania and New York to follow suit. I don't see it happening at all as it pertains to New York. When Governor Christie, Chris Christie, he was governor of New Jersey, this was on the ballot before, and it got shot down and rejected. So no surprise that Governor Phil Murphy in New Jersey put this back up, for the citizens of New Jersey to vote on. But I don't see New York following suit at all. I really, really don't. I would be shocked if I lived to see that. Now, in D.C., people also voted in favor of decriminalizing the use of psychedelic substances, including mushrooms, joining the ranks of their cities, including Ann Arbor. She's from Michigan. Cities including Ann Arbor, Michigan, Denver, Oakland, and Santa Cruz. Okay, my bad. We have changed the game here. We have shifted this dialogue. Melissa, a DC government employee who uses she uses mushrooms to help her postpartum depression. So they're basically trying to decriminalize the use of mushrooms. And also Oregon, they wanted to decriminalize all drugs, including that cocaine and heroin. I know how it's pronounced. I'm just trying to tip off the algorithm. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about decriminalizing the cocoa and the heroin. That's a recipe for disaster. But we all know why they're wanting to decriminalize that, is because these particular substances are running rampant through non-black, put it that way, communities. And the epidemic is people affected by these drugs, it's growing in numbers. And again, it's non-black. Think about the crack epidemic in the 80s. There was no initiative or no chutzpah to decriminalize crack back in the 80s, right? And that ruined the lives of many, many individuals. And a lot of people were locked up. Mothers were not in the house raising raising the children. Men were locked up, and not saying that they should not have faced any discipline for some of their actions or whatever, but it tore apart the black community in certain areas in the 80s and in the 90s. So here we are, 2020, and now Oregon wants to decriminalize cocoa and heroin. Wow, that's very, very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please be sure to pay your admission fee and hit the like button. All right, we're going to keep this train moving. So we got some shenanigans. This is Andrew Caldwell. You guys know him probably as Mr. Delivered. I don't like men's no more. Women's. So he has his own social media. He has his Instagram and he has his Facebook. He uploads videos. You know, the one thing that I can say that is consistent about Mr. Andrew Caldwell is that he has a commitment to bending the truth. So this is according to the Shade Room. So they posted this. So Andrew Caldwell, he is alleging that hands were put on him when he went to a Cheeto rally. All right, listen.
My mask was on. All right, I was leaving out of the store. And it was saying, this it was a Caucasian guy.
What?
And he was like niggers and niggers and niggers and niggers and niggers, calling me. And I said, call me a nigger one more time.
Oh my.
Call me a nigger one more time. So he got in my face and he punched me in my face and my mask was on and he said, you nigger.
Oh.
I said, hold on now. So while everybody on here talking about I made this up, I don't need to be made up, beating up a person to get clout. I got enough clout already.
Hey.
But let me just say this. I don't have to fake nothing. My mask was on. I got punched in my face. I've been getting harassed all day in my neighborhood. Do y'all hear me? I've been getting harassed. My mask was on.
All right. So Andrew says that his mask, but where were you? Where was he though? Somebody said, what in the Jussie Smollett is going on here? Drew, they call him Drew. One thing about Andrew, he gonna get attacked. I can't. It's the Caucasian for me. These comments had me howling. I'm sorry, but I feel like you started it and couldn't finish it. Now, pack it up, Jussie. I'm gonna need evidence, okay? Somebody said we need footage because he's lying. Now, again, we can't confirm or deny if he is telling the truth, but Mr. Caldwell does have a history of bending the truth, and the truth is very unique and colorful. So he's basically saying that someone cold-cocked him, pretty much. And there was a comment that I saw. Someone said that Halloween is over, so you know all them, the fake blood and decorations and stuff is 50% off. And I do find it interesting that you did not take the time to wipe this off. You are in your car driving, so he said his mask was on. Maybe he didn't know that his nose was leaking. It's the sleepy eyes for me. So if you guys know this young man, then you know, again, he has a tendency to bend the truth. Boy, I tell you, this time of year is bringing all the crazies out, and I am here for it. All right, let's shift gears. Pam Grier. I'm a firm believer in giving our legends their flowers while they're still here, because the way 2020 is set up, you just never know. I'll leave it at that. So stage 4 cervical cancer didn't stop iconic Pam Grier, who is 71, from living her dream. After 50 years acting, she gets Lifetime Achievement Award. Rightfully so. So Hollywood icon Pam Grier, 71, didn't just captivate us on the big screen, but she also triumphantly beat stage 4 cervical cancer. Grier has made her mark on the industry for a whopping 5 decades. She's been a working actress for 50 years. Now that is an incredible feat indeed. A lot of our legends ain't in the game no more. So she's currently starring on the TV show Bless This Mess. She was just honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the United Kingdom's Sin Excess. That's a film festival. So that's good for her. She deserves it. This woman has worked hard. So we first saw Pam Grier in the early 1970s in her film, The Big Dollhouse. She went on to star in hit films such as Foxy Brown and Tarantino's 1997 film, Jackie Brown. And we fell in love with her starring turn in these roles. Now, Quentin Tarantino said that a big reason that he made the film was to pay homage to Pam Grier's past films because they influenced him so much when he was growing up. Whatever, Quentin. The role of Jackie Brown led Grier to a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress, deservedly so. Pam Grier, a cinematic legend, who is also a fighter. Now, in 1988, the actress was given just 18 months to live after being diagnosed with cervical cancer. She clearly wasn't going to let that stop her. Now, she's getting older and enjoying the process, and we admire that. I know I do. Wow. Now, in an NBC interview earlier this year, Grier said, "If you wake up breathing, you're going to have a good day. I don't worry about age." So this is an old picture of the legendary Pam Grier. Shout out to Pam Grier. I am here for it. Like I said, I'm a believer in giving our icons and our legends and, especially people who have paved the way for some of our faves, giving them their flowers while they're still here. Wow, 18 months to live, and she was diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer, and she's still here. This was in 1988. My God, today. Woof, all praises to the Most High. Shout out to Pam Grier. That is amazing. All right, let's move this train along. Who we got up next? Oh, Lord, Aunt Becky again. Who put this on the lineup? Leroy. Leroy's my part-time producer. He probably put this up here. So Aunt Becky is a wreck while serving time in prison. This is according to Us Weekly. Oh, boy. They always cry about they can't take it. Anyway, Lori Loughlin's first days in prison haven't been easy. This is what a source reveals exclusively in the new issue of Us Weekly. Lori really went into prison strong. This is what the source is saying. She had her faith and the support of her family, but the first few days and road ahead are daunting. Girl, you ain't going to a country club or on an all-expense-paid vacation. Wakanda, you are. You going to jail. Jail, sis. A second source adds that Loughlin, who is 56, has been a wreck. Lori tried her best to be brave and look at the end result, but there was nothing that could dissipate her fears. This is all bogus. I don't even feel like reading this. So you guys know that October 30th, she pretty much reported to jail. She wanted to go to the jail where her good Judy, I guess, Felicity Huffman, she only served 11 days in jail. So Aunt Becky wanted to go to that facility where Felicity Huffman was because they have lower Rona numbers. Girl. So she's a wreck. Oh, how unfortunate. And she was sent to jail because basically she was bribing people and trying to get her daughter, into college and all this other stuff, and she was spending money, bribing people and paying people off, flubbing SAT scores and entrance exams, all that whole college scam. If she wouldn't have got caught, I don't think she would have stopped doing what she was doing, and she was putting other people onto it too. So Aunt Becky and her husband, they both need to cut it out. Remember that from Full House, Joey? Cut it out. Her husband, they have to pay fines. They're going to have community service. But girl, you a wreck. You should be. This will give you lots of time to reflect on you using your privilege. And you got caught. And it's illegal. Girl, anyway, moving along. make sure you guys like the video. All right, Lamar Odom. So apparently his engagement is been called off by Sabrina Parr, his fiance. Yikes. So Lamar Odom, his fiance, says that she called off their engagement. This is according to TMZ.com. And this is raising new concerns that he's backsliding in life. So she posted this onto her her Instagram. Let me see if I could pull up the picture. Hold on, y'all. This is the post. And the post reads, I hope you guys can see that. She posted this to her Instagram story, so I was able to capture it before it expired. She says, y'all know I'm honest and transparent, so I have to be the first to let you guys know that I am no longer engaged to Lamar. This has been a difficult decision for me to make, but it's the best for myself and my children. Lamar has some things that he alone has to work through. I love him dearly, but I am no longer able to be by his side while he seeks the help he so desperately needs. I wish him all the best, and I am asking that you pray for everyone involved. Yikes. So this pretty much could possibly mean that maybe Lamar is not doing so well as far as his sobriety. Now, Parr, she did not, specify what she's concerned about, but Odom's issues are obviously no secret. He struggled with substance abuse over the years and nearly went to the upper room. That was very, very, I'm sure, very scary for all of his loved ones and his fans as well. So she did wish him all the best, Lamar Odom, he had proposed to Parr. She's a fitness and a life coach at Prime 112 restaurant in Miami. And this was back in November of last year, obviously, while dining, with pal Nene Leakes. So I won't play the video because that video has music in it. They had only been dating for 3 months at the time, but felt that there was a connection. So before that, Odom, he was married to Kanye West's sister-in-law, one of them. So I don't know. Do you think that she is, I wonder why. She's probably tired of putting up with, you never know, his behaviors. I don't know. This is bad. And I really feel for him because the mother of his 2 children, Lamar Odom, that is, she is supposed to be on the upcoming season of Basketball Wives, and she is going to be discussing co-parenting with Lamar Odom and how difficult it is. And, she posted some things on her social media as well last week about Lamar not paying one of their child's tuition, her doing everything on her own. She's trying to break out into the real estate market. So her being on Basketball Wives is going to highlight the dysfunction between Lamar and the mother of his 2 children. Like, it's just, now then Sabrina done dumped him, child. I don't know. Who knows? This story probably is, no, I don't want to say it's still developing. She posted to her Instagram saying that she basically broke it off with him. Do you guys think that she should have just kept it cute? Do you think she should have brought up his struggles? Do you think that was smart for her to do, to kind of alert everyone that he may be struggling again? And she's deciding to remove herself. What do you guys think about the tone of her post? I don't know. If that's all she's going to post, hopefully, I hope that's it. Don't post anything else trying to air him out or anything like that. I mean, the world knows that he definitely struggled with his sobriety. We all knew, sis, before you even came into the picture. But what do you guys think about the tone of her post? Let me know. Well, I really wish Lamar all the best. So if he is getting help, I hope he continues to stay on that road to sobriety. Some people, it's easier for some people to remain sober than others. Everyone's biological makeup is different. Everyone's situation is different. So it's easier for some than others. And I know people would say, well, dang, like he probably just want to wild out and do this. You never know. You never know what's going on and what strongholds he is battling with. All right, let's move this along, bringing this to a close. This is MONIECE. So MONIECE has been accused of bleaching her skin, right? She says, y'all know I love my skin. This is directly from MONIECE's Instagram, I received this amazing 100% natural, vegan, paraben, and cruelty-free skincare collection from Royal Luxe. I'm super excited to use the Kojic, Kojic, body products. I'll keep you posted on my journey, guys. When you order, use my discount code MONIECE 15%. So people were saying that she has been bleaching her skin, and she says that she has not. So this was a 20-minute video that she posted on her Instagram a couple days ago. So she's just, welcoming everybody into the room. So I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll just skip around, and you guys can drop your comments and tell me what you think.
Not her company, her products. So she's African. Royal Luxe LLC, they are pinned at the bottom. Now, I don't know where everybody gets off accusing me of bleaching my skin and all this other crazy shit. So we're going to unpack this, and I'm going to show you guys some of the problematic areas on my legs. Like, I don't know if you can see. I'm a little ashy because I didn't lotion after the shower. But, like, we have these new mosquitoes out here called ankle biters. And they look like gnats. But you don't know that as soon as they land, they bite you. And they itch really, really bad. And I scratched, and I don't know if you can see, but I scratched and scarred my feet and scarred my legs.
Okay.
And I'm really ashy again, so don't judge. But I've also scarred my arms, like my upper arm. Up here from the
Can y'all see that?
Mosquitoes. They're crazy. It's like as soon as you walk outside, you get bit. So she has sent me various products. One of the products that she told me about, though, I'm like actually really excited to try. And that is this one. So something in here leaked, but this is a brightening body scrub.
Brightening.
And it has licorice root. So if you were on my Bigo Live earlier, you heard me talk about papaya. The face wash, and I told her, like, I'm not going to put anything on my face because I'm going through a reconditioning with my dermatologist. The older I've gotten, I'm starting to get period pimples, which I never had before. I pick at them. I scar easily. I'm getting hyperpigmentation right now. Don't talk about my wig, but I have zero filter on here. Oops. I have zero filter on here. Phone. Okay. Licorice root and papaya extract is known for, like, brightening. Right? So I'm going to use the brightening body scrub when I'm in the shower. Okay? And then I'm going to use this. This is the cream. This is what she was telling me about. And this is what I was, like, geeked about for my legs and my arms. Because we have these crazy mosquitoes that, like I said, bite, and it's quick. Like, you don't even know that it happened. And you start to itch immediately. So my legs and my arms are all scarred up. Hi, White Boy Maj. Hi, Ramon.
So let me ask you a question. Like, off doesn't work anymore? Like, isn't off that has DEET, D-E-E-T in it? That's not a mosquito repellent? I'm just saying, I know sometimes off may not be strong enough, but she's basically saying that she got scars.
I need you guys to get a good grip on the difference between exfoliating and brightening versus bleaching.
Okay, tell us.
Bleaching does not brighten. Bleaching deplenishes. Bleaching removes melanin. Bleaching takes away color, stains. That's what bleaching does.
Right. Okay.
Okay, now back to what I was saying.
She was getting at people in the comments.
Kojic. Thank you, Jessica. A product with no chemicals is not bleaching. There are no chemicals in her products, which is why I agreed to.
But I thought Kojic was a chemical. I Googled Kojic, Kojic. Maybe I read it wrong. You guys can go ahead and Google Kojic and you see what it says. She said that there's a difference between exfoliating, brightening, and bleaching. when you exfoliate, you are taking dead layers off of your skin, like, and it's supposed to brighten. I guess, I don't know.
On my arms and my legs. Now, I have a very sensitive vagina, so I will not be using
girl. We good.
Cream. The wig off.
She was cussing her
and black and shampoo 3-in-1 Royal.
Anyway, so there you have it. Moniece says she ain't bleaching, but you guys be the judge. I don't know. Like, see, look at this picture here. Yikes. There was one video where she was saying that she got Indian in her family, and you know, she got red undertones, and I understand what she means about exfoliating. Do you guys care if she's bleaching her skin? I mean, it is what it is, but she got tired of people saying that she was bleaching her skin. So, yeah. What was this here? Girl, I don't even know. I don't know, Moniece. Here's another picture of her. And believe it or not, I like Moniece. She's very entertaining. So she's going through some rejuvenation with her skin. Look at this this picture. I was wondering, like, whoa, what's going on? See, somebody said, why are you bleaching your skin? And she says, burn in HELL, bring me back a tan when you come, stupid C word. Good grief. Someone said they don't actually know it's bad lighting. No, that is not bad lighting. What do you guys think? Do you care? I don't know. I don't care. I just thought you guys might care, so that's why I brought it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this episode of the Hot Topic Show, I guess. Like I said, this was supposed to be a morning show, but I had to re-record this entire video twice. So if you haven't done so already, please pay your admission fee on the way out by hitting the like button. I always say button. I greatly appreciate it. So don't forget, the Braxton Family Values does air tonight, the new season. Also, I'm going to get my sister's review up for you guys as well. So if your notifications are not on, they should be. All you have to do is click the notification bell, select all. This way you won't miss out on any of the uploads. But if your notification bell is not on, be sure to just periodically check the channel. Still working out the times as far as when to upload, but usually I post something every single day. I want to say thank you to all of the current supporters, all of the new supporters who are joining the channel. Be sure to check out, some of the other content on the channel. I greatly appreciate the support and the love. So drop down in the comments, share your thoughts about any of these topics that we discuss. Please continue to keep all comments respectful. Thank you in advance. And that's it. I'm signing off. But as always, folks, until next time, peace.